Hi, everyone. Blessings. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for waking up today. Thank you for choosing to follow your intuition, find your way here to this channel. I am Drasmin. This is Dragon Oracle. And today I am guided to pull some cards for all 13 signs in the zodiacal wheel for this upcoming full moon in Sagittarius on June 3rd, 2023 at 11:42 p.m. EST. EST is Eastern Standard Time. So if you're not in Eastern Standard Time, go ahead and figure out your time zone. You could do like a global time converter on Google or something. So anyway, this full moon in Sagittarius, the key message is how can you appreciate the abundance and all that you have and really just live in the moment while also simultaneously holding your desire without attaching yourself to the desire or going into the mindset of what you don't have. So it's that fine balance of I am content with where I'm at and I'm content with that desire, and I trust that that desire is already here, manifest, manifest in one form or another. And it's not a matter of if I'm going to get what I desire, it's simply a matter of timing. And in the time of waiting, I'm going to stay here with what I have and trust that the desire will come into what I have. And it's just that fine balance and that being in the flow of desire, because Sagittarius is the fire sign, the third fire sign. We have Aries, Leo, Sag. Sag is the energy of fire as it relates to the greater whole. Sagittarius is the archer. So it's about that laser focus on that desire while also being present in the moment. Because when you look at an archer, I mean, I haven't done archery, but I have archer friends. They take time to pull the arrow and hold the bow and steady, and it's all a matter of patience and endurance, right? It's all a matter of setting your eye on the prize and trusting that when you finally release that bow, when you finally like let go of that desire of the attachment to that and just release that, it's going to hit its mark. And if it doesn't, that's okay, because then that's an opportunity to refine what you actually do desire. Life is about the journey, not the destination, but it's good. It's okay to have your eye on a destination. But the Sagittarius full moon is really bringing to light, full moon illumination, bringing to light, what do I have here in the now? Because Sagittarius is ruled by, excuse me, is ruled by Jupiter, right? So it's very much a big expansive energy, and that's really what that arrow is. It's like it's going somewhere and you just hope that you've done all you can, but you don't have control over the wind or the other elements outside of you, and you just trust that you have done all you can to hit your mark. And now it's about just surrendering that desire, trusting that that intention, those seeds planted, has been heard, has been seen, has been felt by the multiverse. And now it's about just being in the moment, not getting too wrapped up in the coulda wouldas, not getting overly caught up in going overboard, but really just grounding into the present moment. So excuse me. So with that said, there are some other aspects to this not Saturn, excuse me, to this full moon in Sagittarius that I feel is important to highlight. So first of all, this full moon is Sagittarius is forming not just one but two squares, okay? And squares is basically means that like two planets or two bodies are in a boxing match. They're in a square. And what happens when you put two opposing energies into a boxing ring? You know, they're going to clash. There's going to be some clash. So there's not just one, but there's two of these squares happening, right? One is the sun and the moon, which is pretty normal and typical of a full moon, and the square is to Saturn. But the second one is between Mars and Pluto. So there's this like, in this boxing ring, you have Sun, Moon, Mars, Pluto, and Saturn. So you might be feeling like this tug and pull between freedom, limitation, insecurity, exhaustion, desire for change, reflection, effort, you know, to dedication to that inner or outer journey, or both, reflecting on what was and wanting to move forward. So just a simple awareness that this energy is very intense, and it's going to really illuminate, you know, what you have and what you desire. And there might be a lot of difficult emotions to navigate around that. So it's super important to just really take it easy with yourself at this time. This is the first full moon that we are seeing after the super intense eclipse season that we saw through the Mercury retrograde, you know, end of April, pretty much most of June, most of May. So you know, even though this is a full moon and a time of expansion, you know, give yourself time to really gently unfold and see what is expanding and growing within you now, and hold space for all the emotions that are arising. So what I'm going to do, with all that said, what I'm feeling called to do today is Mother Isis came through in my meditation earlier this evening. I am recording this a few days before the full moon. Energies always hit me in advance. So I've worked through some of the energies, but it's definitely a big one. I'm going to be busy over the next few days in dreaming, you know, supporting the collective energy. So Mother Isis came through, and she wants me to pull a message for each of the zodiacal sign as an oracle message. Then I'm going to see, you know, with the tarot, what is the key highlighting point for you as an overall sun sign. Okay, now if you are looking at this reading and you want to apply the messages to the other parts of your chart, read it accordingly. Okay, so for example, if your sun is in Sag, then you're going to, you know, interpret the messages of how this affects your overall personality. If your moon is in Aries, you know, then you're going to see how the Aries energies specifically targets your emotions. If your Mars is in Aquarius, you know, then you're going to see how your action, how your will, how your movement plays out according to the messages in Aquarius. So I hope that makes sense. And then the last thing I'm guided to do is pick a stone ally for you from this book. I'm going to use it as a divination book, randomly open to one. And this is the power stone that's going to help you just really ground in this energy that's coming up for you through the Sagittarius full moon, as you download, receive the love, witness, support, guidance, medicine, whatever comes through with Mother Isis through this beautiful full moon energy. All right. Okay, so since this is a Sagittarius full moon, we are going to start with Sagittarius. Now, this is a general reading, so please, you know, take what resonates. If it doesn't, it's okay. You know, not everything is meant to resonate with you, but if it does, you know, that's great. If you resonate with my messages, I invite you to subscribe to my channel, because it helps me really focus and tap into the collective energy that's subscribed. So it makes the messages a lot more concise and, you know, tunnels in the focus. Thank you everyone who is new to the channel, who has subscribed recently. Thank you for your likes, all your comments. Deeply, deeply grateful for your presence, for your support, and for your presence. And now let's get into this beautiful reading. So I've already opened circle. Let's just clear the energy field here real quick. Ooh, yeah. Big sweet inhale. And exhale. One more inhale. And exhale. Beautiful. Okay, so starting with Sagittarius. So what is the overall energy for Sagittarius through this full moon in Sag? One card for the overall energy. Victory, 6 of Wands. So, oh my gosh. Whew. Excuse me. I have been burping and just like clearing energy today. So I'm okay. I'm just clearing energy. So for you, Sagittarius, the energy for this full moon in Sagittarius is 6 of Wands. Wands is the energy of the mind. It's a victory over certain mental patterns. It's a moving away from darker, low frequency, unsupportive thoughts. They may have served for a time, but they just don't serve anymore. And this full moon is going to see you shifting away from mental thoughts, from ideas, from prospects. You know, it's really more an internal mental energy, and that's really a victorious change for you. It's like you're finally coming out of the woods is the energy that I'm getting. All right, beautiful, beautiful energy. Now let's look at what Mother Isis wants to share with you. Okay. Past life, present power, the many spiritual faces of you. Okay, so immediately what I'm getting, and I will read the Oracle book in a moment, but immediately what I'm getting for you, Sagittarius, is, you know, you are moving away from this past energy of doubt, okay, of confusion, of not having the answers, of not being sure where you're going, of just like, I'm kind of doing things in life, but I don't really know the purpose. And there's a lot of stuff that's come up, and there's a lot of stuff that's fallen away. And I'm not really sure what to do with all of this stuff, but I'm just moving forward and I'm so relieved. And Mother Isis is here to now help you look at that and look at, you know, the past from a fresh perspective of, okay, yes, there may have been challenges in the past, but now how do we integrate that past, whatever you experience, into the present so that you can use it as power, so you can use it as fuel to move forward? Because 6 of Wands is a very mental energy. It's the wands, it's the east, it's the air, it's the first movement, right? It's the first law of creation, the law of mind. So the first step is to shift the mental pattern, and then you start going into energy and will. And Mother Isis is here to say, you know, I'm here to now help you see that all of these aspects of you, even the ones that you've left behind, are still a part of you. And I want to show you how to turn them into building blocks so that you can use them to create a stronger road or even a foundation for your continued success and evolution. All right. Now, before I finish your reading with the Oracle message, see, you know, additional message from the book, let's look at this power stone for you through this cycle. Okay, so the power stone for you, Sagittarius, is Vesuvianite. Okay, keywords: uniting the heart and the will. What did I just say? Okay, you have just like moved away from the mind, and now it's about, you know, going into the energy, going into the will. And Vesuvianite is about uniting heart and will, because what comes after fire? Cups, heart, emotions, right? So it's like, this is a very clear message for you, Sagittarius, that, you know, you are going into this opportunity now with the mother here to release off negative attachments and the courage to change. Yes, 6 of Wands is a card of change, of victorious change. So Vesuvianite, you know, you can write it down on a piece of paper and set it on your altar. You know, if you have a piece, fantastic. You don't need an actual physical element to connect with the energy of that, because we live on the earth plane, and it's everything is energy and vibration. So if you focus your energy or attention, excuse me, I have to say, if you focus your attention on the energy of the Vesuvianite and call it to you in meditation with respect and reverence, It can be a wonderful teacher. And you can do this practice for any kinds of crystals and minerals. I spent several years with many books on stones and crystals, downloading and receiving their messages in this way. And it also respects the land and the mother, because there's a lot of stones and crystals out there that haven't been harvested with integrity. They're just appropriated from the earth without any respect. And there's also a lot of stones that really ought not to be dug out of the earth, because they hold many very important grid points to hold the energy of grid of the earth. Anyway, I digress. So Vesuvianite, the element of earth. So it's really important for you to do practices that get you into the body, which is like movement, taking baths, taking a walk, stretching, eating good food, drinking water. Any kinds of activities that bring you into the body is going to be super important for you at this time, because what does the mind, heart, and energy need in order to function? It needs a body, right? You need a physical body for the mind and the heart and your energy to live in. Without a strong, healthy body, like all of those things, they're not really going to function very well. It's like having, delicious ingredients for dinner, but not really having a house, or not having kitchen, or not having your gas or electricity set up, or the running water. So Vesuvianite, let's see any other messages here. Okay. So Vesuvianite is useful for combating negative thoughts and bringing enthusiasm back into one's life. It helps one achieve the insights that inspire one to move forward in one's spiritual development, because the highest evolution in the human experience is the evolution of spirit. And when we evolve our spirit, which begins through the detachment of mind, that is when we really start to see change in our life, because we are tapping into pure source energy. Vesuvianite also assists in releasing unconscious fears and limiting beliefs. So if you're still navigating doubt, fear, anxiety, what have you, this is a really good time to call upon Mother Isis to release the past darkness and to alchemize it or transform it and help you see the medicine and the power in that poison, okay? Vesuvianite can also help the opening of the unconscious, so that you can see which old wounds and bad memories are holding you back, so that you can release these patterns in order for your inner growth and to bring hidden material within your subconscious to the light, as well as enhance courage to make it your ally. Yeah, so Vesuvianite, spiritual meaning, helps you align mind, heart, body, spirit, so all can be balanced. Emotional, it helps you connect with the physical body. Physical, it's a stone of support, really important for legs and feet. So again, reiterating that message of, movement is going to be especially effective for you at this time to shake up that stagnation and continue moving forward victoriously. Your affirmation is, I surrender my will to the urging of my heart, and I willingly transform my life, aligning the actions I take with the truth that I know. One more time. I surrender my will to the urging of my heart, and I willingly transform my life, aligning the actions I take with the truth that I know. 3 times to really anchor that into the heart. I surrender my will to the urging of my heart, and I willingly transform my life, aligning the actions I take with the truth that I know. Let's close your reading, Sagittarius, with the oracle message from this book, Past Life, Present Power. Okay. When the soul is growing in service to humanity and service to the great feminine and her call that all beings be healed and free, it gathers internal resources to assist you on the path. These resources include powers and gifts from other lifetimes that you are currently integrating, and you are guided to be open to shifting internally and experience your own levels of power and spiritual ability. Here is a prayer that you can use to bring back relevant past energy into your life and to help you with clarity and guidance to bridge, integrate, and manage your gifts as consciously as possible. All right, are you ready for this? Place one hand on heart, one hand on your belly, your seat of power, and repeat. I call back to me, through unconditional love and grace, the past life energy that fills the situation and place. Let my past and present life ability help me reach my highest destiny. I call for clarity, insight, and peace, a place of empowerment I now reach. So it is, so it is, so it is, and it is done. Okay, Sagittarius, that was your reading. And now your reading is complete, Sagittarius. Okay. Now we are going to move on to Capricorn. Oh, wow. Okay. Let's see if that comes out again for Capricorn. So, Capricorn, what is the overall energy for you with this full moon in Sagittarius? Capricorn, please. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Just one. Okay, there it is. Knight of Swords. Okay, Capricorns, for you, this energy of the full moon in Sagittarius is really going to ignite you into action. Okay, swords is fire, it is energy, it is will, it is movement, it is charge ahead. And the knight is the energy of taking action. You know, page is about preparing for the journey. And knight, it's like, okay, let's go. We're doing this. I know where I'm going. I know what I want. I know how I'm going to get it. You know, it could be a little hasty and a little reckless, but that's okay sometimes. You know, sometimes the universe needs to light a fire under our ass to get us going. And especially Capricorn energy, it's the third earth sign. So it's very stubborn. It's very rigid. It's very fixed. It's sometimes very slow moving, right? And that's when it's almost like the energy of a mountain. And, you know, sometimes the deep fire of the earth will just burst through that mountain and covered with magma and lava. So for you, Capricorn, you know, this is the energy that's being highlighted for you. You are being sparked into action. What you want, you got to go for it. You got to go for it now, make a plan and start executing it, because you know what? The only moment we call now is all that exists. All right. So now let's see what Mother Isis has to say. Key of life, spinning the Ankh, the key of life. Okay, so you are being activated right now, Capricorn, to really tap into your ability of creation, your own will, your own force. You know, the key of life, the Ankh is a symbol of the union of the masculine and the feminine energies coming into union to create a portal of creation. And creation happens when the masculine energy moves in action and the feminine energy surrenders in devotion, and they meet, and then the cosmic verse is birthed. So this could be a relationship, this could be a new job, this could be a move, this could, you know, be a new mindset, this could be a new lifestyle. It could be, it doesn't matter what it is. It doesn't have to be like a human baby, because everything is born through the union of the masculine and the feminine energy. And the Ankh is the symbol of fertility and creation. And you are being given by Mother Isis the key of life. You are being given this fertile vessel for creation, so that whatever it is that you are now inspired and ignited to take action into, you are now doing that. You are like, all right, the moon is full, everything's clear, you know, it's time to go and do the thing. So let's look at what stone is going to support you with this creation journey initiation that you are embarking on if you haven't already. So let's see. Silver, lunar energy, the archetypal feminine energy. What did I just say? Feminine energy. This is, you know, the key, the Ankh, the key of life is this epitome of feminine energy. The feminine energy at her peak is the energy of creation. It is when she is, you know, she is everything and nothing at the same time. And silver is very fluid. It's very fickle. You know, it's very, fast charging. It's very moving. It's one of the only elements that can be, it's a very low heat material, so it melts at lower heat. It doesn't require a lot of heat to melt. And silver is the metal of the goddess. It is the metal of the moon. It is about the mystery, you know, the unconscious. The element is earth. Okay, so you're going to, what's going to support you right now is really getting into your body, which isn't necessarily a challenge for you, but what I'm feeling for you is like tapping into your intuitive body, which can be very challenging for the Capricorn energy because it is a very fixed earth sign. So it's a very rigid masculine energy. So the challenge for you is going to be about tapping into the feminine intuitive body, which is very much, you know, about just walking through the darkness and not really having direction. So, but you do have direction because you already have, like, you know, the silver is about us, the what is the word I'm looking for? The silver is the silver energy is about pulling what's within out into the consciousness, right? So let's see. Yeah, so spiritually, the silver is going to help you. The element of silver, if you have silver, you know, wearing silver at this time would be really beneficial to you. But the element of silver is spiritually helps you connect with that feminine energy. So when you wear silver, you're able to connect more with that feminine energy. You don't need to wear silver. It's just an option. You know, you could visualize a silver crown. Emotionally, it helps you tune in with that heart center, you know, so it's like you're spiritually calling that energy in, then you're emotionally integrating that, and then physically, you know, it helps cool down the heat of the masculine energy so that the lightness of the feminine energy and the intuition can be felt, seen, and heard. So your affirmation 3 times is, I go within to find the light of the hidden truth, and I bring it back to share, right? You're bringing something out. You're moving forward with something. It could be internal, external, or both. Again, I go within to find the light of the hidden truth, and I bring it out to share. One more time. I go within to find the light of the hidden truth, and I bring it out to share. Wow. Whew, excuse me. Okay. Now let's look at what Mother Isis has to say more about the key of life. The key of life is the mysterious Ankh, the looped cross held in the hand of Isis. The mystery is open to you now, and the Ankh portends new life born through you, the energy of creation. It could be in the creative sense or in the physical sense, in terms of health or a child that wishes to be born, or a new project that needs to be created in service to you and thus to humanity. The new life being born in whatever form will enrich your life. This is a blessing. This is a sign. This is a confirmation. You know, if you've been caught up in your head about should I, shall I, you know, am I doing the right thing? The answer is a big fat yes. So whatever is being born in whatever form will enrich your life, bringing you more into wholeness and fulfillment. Let it happen. Okay, stay with it. You are flowing in the right direction, and you have spiritual support from the unseen worlds. Okay, now here is a prayer to bring the protection and blessing into any endeavor that you are choosing to set forth into. All right, are we ready? One hand on heart, one hand on belly. And here we go. Cross of life, cross of light, protects me through the darkest plight. Held within the Isis womb, new melody of my soul tune. Safely held in the loop unbroken, till it is time for new life to break open. And so it is, and so it is, and so it is, and it is done. Woo! Thank you, Capricorn. Sending you love and blessings. Now we are moving on to Aquarius. Okay. So for Aquarius, what is the overall energy for this full moon in Sagittarius? Aquarius, please. What is the energy? Six of Pentacles, success. Okay, so for you, Aquarius, the overall energy is more balance in the physical world, more balance within yourself and your home, within yourself and your family, within yourself and your job, within yourself and your community, within yourself and your finances, within yourself and all the responsibilities that you have going on. You know, one, some, or all of that is coming into greater balance. You know, you are coming into greater balance because of a deeper understanding of equal give and take, of reciprocity, giving from a place where you are overflowing and allowing yourself to receive. And that is how we balance the wealth that is abundant for all beings. You know, lack is an illusion. There's no such thing as lack in the laws of nature. Okay, so let's see. Mother Isis, what do you have for Aquarius? Healing the divine masculine. Osiris rises. Wow. Okay. So for Aquarius, you know, what I'm getting for you is you are going through a deep healing of what giving and receiving looks like for you. You know, the Six of Pentacles is a card of giving and receiving. And with the divine masculine energy card here, I'm getting for you that you are coming into understanding that you do not have to sacrifice, okay, in order to be loved, in order to be appreciated, in order to be respected, in order to be valued. Okay, you are this combination is telling me that you are coming into this time, Aquarius, where you are, if you haven't already, you are really stepping into a position of cultivating healthy boundaries. Okay, because the divine masculine energy is about healthy boundaries. Boundaries are important because they protect our energy, they protect our gifts, they conserve, you know, our wisdom, they show us you know, when to use discrimination. You know, discernment comes from the feminine, but then where to use that and how to use that comes from the masculine. So this combination is telling me, Aquarius, that you are really coming into this time where you are learning healthy boundaries of how you show up in the world and how you give of yourself, and also that it's okay to receive, regardless of whether you occupy a male or a female body. You are learning that you need to be able to receive as much as you give in order for you to feel like you are actually appreciated and valued. You know, a lot of the energy of feeling unappreciated and disvalued is because we are over giving and or under receiving. And with Mother Isis coming in, and you know, with the message of healing the divine masculine, there's a deep healing happening at a subconscious level. If you haven't noticed it already, it's really going to show up and, you know, be very obvious to you the places where your masculine energy has been wounded through this full moon energy. Okay, what stone is supporting you at this time, Aquarius, through this full moon in Sagittarius? Okay. The stone is spirit quartz, merging with the higher self, purification, protection, spiritual evolution, freedom from fear. Love it. Okay, so the element is storm. Storm is a combination of wind, water, and fire. Okay, so you are going to greatly benefit from doing deep breath exercises, drinking a lot of water at this time, and really finding a balance between rest and movement, because the storm energy is a very volatile energy, and the safest place of the storm is to be the eye. So being the eye is being in that center of breath and witnessing the storm around you and knowing when to step away from that seat of stillness, from that seat of rest. The masculine heals by doing no thing, and the feminine nurtures through movement. So it's going to be a fine dance and a balance for you at this time, Aquarius, to really cultivate a practice of stillness, but also be alert and attentive on when you need to move your body to shift those old energies that are being released at this time, so that you can continue evolving, and trust that you are protected through this process, even if it feels like a shitstorm's going on around you. Okay, so spiritually, it is about alignment and harmony. Okay, you are coming into greater alignment with your own high vibrational frequency. We are all innately high vibrational. Okay, there's no such thing as raising your vibration. Okay, that's a distorted spiritual, not based in heart-centered truth teaching of today's world. Okay, because we are all innately high vibrational. However, when you look at babies, they come into this world, they're very pure. That's why everybody gravitates towards babies, even people who don't like babies, or it doesn't have to be a human baby, it could be an animal baby, but everybody's like, oh my god, it's so cute. Look, it's because we feel the pure life source energy of that high vibrational energy. But then, life comes in, and experiences and conditions and programs and all this stuff, it starts piling up, and that vibration, it just starts to get crushed a little bit. So the journey of healing is about unlearning and shedding all of those layers to return to that innate state of high vibrational energy. So this spirit quartz is here to just recalibrate you and help you get into greater alignment with your innate state of high frequency. Emotionally, it's helping you find greater compassion within yourself, right? As you go through this journey of healing the wounded masculine, or the masculine that has been distorted. And then again, physically, it's about healing, right? So, if you have a spirit quartz, spirit quartz is also like amethyst. Okay, so if you were like, it looks like amethyst, it's because it is. So if you have a piece of amethyst, it's going to be really good to just sleep under your pillow at this time. You could take a bath with amethyst. You can't put all stones in water. Okay, please be smart. Usually stones ending with ite, you shouldn't put in water. Anyway, you can put the quartz, the amethyst, in water, and take a bath with it, and just allow that energy to soak through the element of the water into your heart space to help you with deeper cleansing and alignment. Okay, so affirmation 3 times. Are you ready? One hand on heart, one hand on belly. Here we go. I choose the path of merger with my higher self, bringing all levels of my being into alignment and harmony. I choose the path of merger with my higher self, bringing all levels of my being into alignment and harmony. I choose the path of merger with my higher self, bringing all levels of my being into alignment and harmony. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's see any final messages in the Oracle book with healing the divine masculine. Ooh, just cleared out some energy. I'm so grateful I can pause the video while I'm recording. That was gross. But I'm happy to support. I'm happy to support because, you know, what we do for self, we do for the collective. And I've definitely done enough work within myself where most of my work now is for the collective. So, hi, Hair. What are you doing here? Let's just move you over there for now. Okay. The divine masculine within men and women is the energy that allows for protection, discernment, healing, and a sense of deep safety and holding. Okay. So if you don't feel like you're safe, that you can't trust your intuition, that you don't belong, that you're an outcast, that, you know, nobody loves you, that you're never going to be worthy of love, these are all signs of a wounded masculine. Okay. So the divine masculine energy allows for protection, discernment, healing, and a sense of deep safety and holding, even through the most uncomfortable circumstances of life. When the masculine within is healthy and strong, we have an inner strength to hold ourselves safe through anything. Remember what I said, be the eye of the storm at this time. Your inner masculine is going through healing at this time and growing in his ability to offer you the inner protection and stability so the inner feminine can blossom with creative expression. Before I go into the prayer of the divine masculine, I want to share something with you all. So if you look at the order, the natural order of the creation, you need the feminine vessel for creation to happen. And the feminine energy comes before the masculine energy. But that's on an energetic level. That's on a spiritual level. That's in the unseen level. The feminine energy needs to be there to attract the masculine energy. But once that feminine energy attracts the masculine energy, she needs to step back and allow the masculine energy to create the structure around so that then she can blossom from that. So it's kind of a paradox that it can be a little difficult to wrap your head around, but that's where the practice of breath and meditation and stillness comes in, because when you are still, the masculine is resting in a safe container of your own creation, you know, the creation of you choosing to sit down and breathe and observe without responding. The feminine energy feels like, okay, there's a safe calm. The feminine needs calm, even though the feminine is a tempest of her own. The feminine needs a calm, safe space. And then once the feminine comes home, then she's like, okay, I'm home now, I'm going to take a nap. And then the masculine starts building the house to hold the feminine energy. And then she wakes up and then they unite. And that's where creation starts to happen. I hope that makes sense. Okay. Are you ready now for the prayer to the divine masculine? This is a very powerful prayer. Okay. Are we ready? Hand on heart, hand on belly. Man of power, man of fire, man who liberates heart's desire, man within and man without, man stronger than fear or doubt. Father, warrior, leader, lover, protector, hunter, teacher, brother, man divine, man of love, man of the earth, man of heaven above. Your strength, your power, my power, your love, my love. Integrity, honor, compassion, protection, tenderness, stability, passionate, attention. Man divine, man of love, man of the earth, man of heaven above. And so it is, and so it is, and so it is done. Okay. Woo. All right, Aquarius, that was your reading. Thank you so much for being here. I send you love and blessings. Now let's move over to Pisces. Hi, Pisces. What up? Okay. All right, Pisces, what is the overall energy for you with this full moon in Sagittarius? Okay. Pisces, number 5, the Hierophant. So first of all, this is a major arcana card. So the first message I'm getting is big fated life changes are happening for you right now around some of the ways that this is showing up. It could be around your spiritual growth. It could be around your growth as a figure of authority, whether it's in your own personal life, in your home, in your community. Okay, the Pope is, or the Hierophant in the traditional tarot, is the divine masculine energy, the internal embodied divine masculine energy of spiritual authority and power. You know, you have the Emperor, which is the external divine masculine energy of structure, routine, stability, fortune, success, and wealth. And then you have the inner divine masculine energy of spiritual awareness, integrated embodiment of higher truths and knowledge. Okay, let's look at what Mother Isis has to say for you, Pisces. Temple of Lapis Lazuli, goddess of the ancient skies. Okay, yeah. So with these two cards, I'm seeing for you, Pisces, of course, you know, take what resonates, but the thing that's most highlighted for me is that you are going through a deep spiritual upgrade. You're going through either an activation and or an upgrade of spiritual gifts, of intuitive abilities that could come from past lives. You could definitely be a star child or be tapped into a galactic frequency from having visited and lived on a star planet for a long period of time. You know, you don't necessarily have to be Arcturian descendant to have Arcturian keys if you lived or, you know, worked with Arcturian emissaries in a timeline or even now. Okay, I don't know why Arcturian came through, maybe because of the blue. Now let's see what kind of stone comes up for you. If Lapis Lazuli comes out, that's just like, whoa. Okay, I don't even know what I'm gonna say to that, so let's see. Okay, so for you, it's magnifier quartz. Wow. Okay. It's not just a regular quartz, it's a magnifier quartz. So yeah, magnifier quartz is telling me that you are definitely being activated, upgraded with your spiritual gift, especially gifts that come from past lives where you worked with cosmic energies. Okay. Keywords: vibrational amplification of stones, vitamins, water, energy, tools, etc. Yeah, so really upgrading your ability to connect with elementals and energetics. The element is wind and storm. Okay, wind and storm. So doing breath is going to be really, really important for you at this time, Pisces. You are really being activated into your soul purpose. You're being called, you're being activated into your highest calling. You know, we just had the Jupiter conjunct North Node. I posted a reading, a pick a card reading. If you haven't checked it out, and if it calls you, I invite you to take a look at that, because especially for you, Pisces, with this energy here, the Temple of Lapis Lazuli, goddess of the ancient skies, the Hierophant, a major arcana card, destiny, fate, in accordance with your you know, your timeline in this human experience, and the magnifier quartz, the wind and the storm. You know, it's really showing me that you have the ability to affect the frequency of energy around you. You have the ability to connect with the elements around you. And when you just sit and connect with the power of your breath, you can tap into the breath that is within everything that is around you. Everything around you is breathing and living, even if it doesn't breathe and, you know, move in a human way. Stones are living, breathing organisms in their own way. Even though they look just like rocks, they're not just rocks. They have energies within them, especially certain sacred stones around the world. And some of them have been, unfortunately, very disrespectfully harvested, but I'm not going to get into that right now. Okay, so spiritually, magnifier quartz will enhance the energy effects of all stones. So, you know, it is amplifying the lapis lazuli. I am called to look at it. So let me look at lapis lazuli and read that to you. Okay, here it is. Lapis lazuli, inner vision, truthful communication, element wind. Okay, so wind shows up for lapis lazuli and wind shows up for magnifier quartz. Okay, so getting very quiet, tuning into the breath and connecting with the element of wind. The wind holds the messages from all around the universe and beyond. Okay, so listen, tuning in to the breath and connecting with the element of wind is going to really help you tap into this higher frequency that's just like bursting and ready to awaken and be fully actualized within you potentially. Okay, if you've been on the journey for a while, then there's a high possibility that this is that final activation that fully unlocks you. You could be somewhere at the journey, you could be at the beginning of the journey. Okay, it's all a spectrum. There's no greater or lesser. Emotionally, it can heighten your emotional state. So really, you know, taking time out to breathe, to just honor yourself, to journal, to meditate, to take nature walks is going to be especially important for you at this time. You know, Sagittarius is fire, the third fire. Pisces is the third water. Fire and water creates a lot of steam. Okay, so physical. Again, in the physical, it can really amplify whatever's going on. So it can amplify your emotions, it can amplify your thoughts, it can amplify your gifts. So just, you know, being extra gentle with yourself at this time. Okay, affirmation. Are you ready? 3 times, hand on heart and on belly. Here we go. I open myself to the increase of all that is good in my life and in the world. I open myself to the increase of all that is good in my life and in the world. I open myself to the increase of all that is good in my life and in the world. Okay. And then let's look at the Oracle book, Temple of Lapis Lazuli. Your soul is very ancient, beloved, and does not only herald from earth. You hold much special wisdom of star people from civilizations far and near, with very unique high vibrational awareness that can help humanity transition from a civilization based in fear, very animalistic, to a love-based culture, very God, goddess, high vibrational. You are guided to come into deeper acceptance of your own inner knowing now. All right. Now let's call on the prayer and enter the temple of Lapis Lazuli. Are we ready? Hand on heart, hand on belly. Here we go. I call on the temple of Lapis Lazuli. I call upon the beings of love unconditionally. I call forth the awakening of my own inner eye. I call forth my wisdoms from peoples of the sky. I call on the protection, peace, and wisdom within me. I now declare that I am here and free. So it is, so it is, so it is done. Beautiful. That was your reading, Pisces. Thank you so much for being here, sending you love and blessings. And now we are moving into Aries. Okay, for Aries, please. This full moon in Sagittarius, what is the key core energy coming up? Mini one, please. Okay, Queen of Wands. Clear knowing. Okay, it is Queen of Wands is akin to the High Priestess energy. It's like you know, you know, you know, you know, you know. Okay. Let's look at what's coming up. I'm feeling a tickle in my throat. Let's see. Is this for the Aries energy or am I just getting dry from talking so much? Aries, please. Let's see what Mother Isis has for Aries. Goddess of 10,000 names, endless emanations of the priestess. Wow. Okay. Ooh. Aries, you are going through a massive rebirth. It's almost like the phoenix reborn, but it's like, you know how the phoenix is reborn? You know, okay. So you know how the phoenix, the mythology of the phoenix is that it never dies. It just becomes ash and then from the ash is reborn again. But with like the visual that I'm getting, it's like you are, it's like all of your deaths are happening, like are happening or have happened simultaneously. And now all of your rebirths are like coalescing in one, and you are rising from that as a singular voice of truth and awareness and knowing with this Queen of Wands energy. Holy shit. That is so intense. Okay, because the goddess of 10,000 names is about all that you are, all of your names throughout all of your lives, you know, being like, it's like a bell has been rung. You know, when you ring a bell, it can't be unrung. So something has happened, and ultimately this is because you have asked for it, because nothing really happens in the human experience without our consent and free will, even if that's at a subconscious or unconscious level. And that's what the point of meditation and awareness is all about, is to become conscious of what's going on in the unconscious. But it's like you have, if you haven't already, you know, you are definitely now, it's like this bell has been rung in your deep subconscious, and it's like all of you has just like come online, and you're just, you know, that scene in the Matrix where Neo, after he like exits the Matrix and he's getting downloaded with all of those programs of, you know, his training and his lives and all that. It's like that's kind of what's happening for you. That's kind of the visual that I'm getting. It's like you have been awakened and activated to all of this knowledge and all of this power within you, and you're just like, holy shit, I am literally the I am. And Aries is the first sign of the zodiac, so there is a risk of, you know, ego, but I'm not getting ego with this energy. It's like a humble awe of, wow, I hold a lot of power and a lot of responsibility within me, and I'm going to choose to use my power wisely from the mature masculine energy of willpower rather than, you know, the shadow side of the Aries. Let's look at what Power Stone is here for you, Aries. Ruby. Life force, courage, passion, strength, enthusiasm, adventurous, protectiveness. Element earth. Okay, yeah. So because, you know, there's so much activation happening within your mind, wands is the mind energy, and you are fire. What happens when you mix fire and air? Big flames, right? Which, you know, could be good if you haven't had a fire, you know, for a hot minute, and you're just like, I just want to warm up these potatoes to nourish my soul. And then the wind comes in and it ignites the fire. But if there's too much wind, you know, you could cause an inferno. So you are being guided to really tap into your body at this time. You know, wear red, do grounding exercises, walk barefoot on the earth, you know, really get into the body and allow yourself to connect with the Mother Earth, to tap into that life force energy that flows through you from above, through below, back from below, up to above, down below. It's like creating this eternal circuit, okay? So let's see, ruby is a stone of courage. You know, you are being infused and supported with courage at this time to integrate all of this wisdom, power, ability within you, and to see it as a gift. Yes, heavy is the crown. The greater the power, the greater the responsibility. Excuse me. The greater the power, the greater the responsibility. But you know what? That's the whole point of being in the human experience, is to grow and evolve. So in the spiritual realm, you know, the ruby teaches about enjoying and being in the physical world. So it's about, you know, ruby is here to say that, yes, you have all this firepower and this ability and this knowledge and this knowing, but unless you are in the body and, you know, integrating it in everyday life and sharing it in a tangible way, it's not really going to be effective. So it's, you know, ruby is here to help you, show you how you can enjoy this spiritual power in the physical body, in the human experience, okay? Emotionally, it helps you connect with your heart, okay? It helps you feel more engaged with life, more loving towards your physical body. Physically, it helps you with connecting with your roots, so your sense of confidence, your sense of security, your sense of stability. And let's see, and then the affirmation. Okay, 3 times. Are we ready? Okay, hand on heart, one hand on belly. Affirmation: I embrace my life with fierceness, passion, and the courage to accomplish all that I will do. I embrace my life with fierceness, passion, and the courage to accomplish all that I will do. I embrace my life with fierceness, passion, and the courage to accomplish all that I will to do. Beautiful. Let's look at closing messages from the Oracle book. Okay. Goddess of 10,000 names. Isis, with many names, forms, and associations and expressions, is referred to as the goddess of 10,000 names. A name holds power. It's very important to be very mindful of the name that you share with people and how they use it, okay? Because it can be used as a way to control energetically if somebody has greater energetic awareness to you. Not a lot of people know my true name. Okay, so a name holds power and defines and energizes or limits. The names, faces, and roles that you play are just one part of your being, yet you exist beyond them as a vast being. You are currently realizing that you are not limited by your previous identities, but you are becoming more of your whole self by integrating the multifaceted, multidimensional being that you are. Enjoy the uncovering. Okay, what did Ruby talk about? Enjoy the uncovering of even more of you. Okay. All right. Are we ready for the prayer to help you? So this prayer can also help you evoke your spiritual name if you want to receive it. Okay, your spiritual name is your power name. It is your elder name. It is the name that, you know, once you receive it, you are responsible for the power that that name brings. Okay, and that sometimes means making difficult decisions and choices. So you can use this prayer to evoke that name of your highest truth and calling, and or to just integrate all of the aspects of you as a unified whole. Okay? All right, here we go. Hand on heart, hand on belly. Om Isis, Om Maha Isis, Isis of 10,000 nominations. Om Isis, Om Maha Isis, Isis of endless emanation. I live my true self in all its glory. I now release outdated stories. I let go of who I used to be. I let go of my history. I step forward into a new me, blossoming beyond identity. I receive the name of myself newborn. I now let go of all that is outworn. Om Isis, Om Maha Isis, Isis of 10,000 names and more. Om Isis, Maha Isis, bless me with self-knowledge pure. And so it is, and so it is, and so it is done. All right, Aries, that was your reading. Thank you so much for being here. I send you love and blessings. And now moving on to Taurus. Okay. Taurus, what is the overall energy for Taurus with this full moon in Sagittarius, please? One card for Taurus. There it is. Okay, 8. Oh, 8. 8 is the strength card. Okay, so Taurus, also for you, this energy is big, life-changing energies, and you are being given the gift of strength, of courage. Okay, beautiful, beautiful gift. In this deck, I'm using the Napo Tarot. It is called Fortitude, which is a synonym for strength. Okay, so let's see what Mother Isis has to say. Wow. Woo, excuse me. Yeah, clear that fear out. Divine guardian, protection of the winged mother. Okay, Taurus, what I'm intuitively getting for you is that you are going through a deep healing of your feminine energy with this full moon in Sagittarius energy. So you are either healing mother wounds, you are healing, your own wounded feminine energy, you are healing wounds around your intuitive gifts, you are healing wounds around receiving. And it takes a lot of courage to admit that we have been hurt, but it also takes an even greater amount of courage to soften. And that's what that feminine energy is about. The feminine energy is about softening, right? It doesn't matter what body you are in, whether you're male body, female body, non-binary, transsexual, whatever, it doesn't matter. You are going through this process where you are discovering that it is a strength, okay? It is a strength to be soft. It is a strength to be more open to life, right? It is not about being foolish or naive. It is about trusting your intuition enough, trusting yourself enough to listen to that inner voice that says, hey, now you can soften and relax and let go and trust and surrender and receive, versus, oh, something's off, let's explore that. So that's the energy that I'm getting from you. For you, Taurus, with this full moon in Sagittarius. Now let's look at the Book of Stones and what mineral ally wishes to come through for you at this time. Tangerine. Quartz. Okay. Yeah, I think I'm just getting a little just feeling a little rough in my throat. I've been doing a lot of talking, a lot of recording this week. I've had a lot of meetings going on, and I've just been doing a lot of work in the quantum. So anyway, okay, keywords for tangerine quartz: creativity. Creativity is a feminine energy. Sexuality, passion, curiosity. Curiosity is, courage making itself known, or courage discovering its path. Fear is courage making itself known. And then curiosity is courage finding its path. Inspiration, playfulness, innocence. I talked about that innocence, right? It's like you are returning to an innocent place of trusting yourself, trusting your abilities. The element is fire. So movement is going to be really helpful for you at this time. You know, that is how you nurture the feminine energy. You nurture the feminine energy by activating the senses, activating the pleasure senses through touch, through movement, through sound, through smell, through taste, okay? So engaging that element of fire, engaging the energy of movement, of motion, of creativity, you know, taking inspired action, even if it doesn't make any sense. Inspired action is not about what makes sense. Inspired action is what feels in most alignment with you in the moment, even if it takes you away from what you're doing, because there could be something there that you may not see, but your higher self sees, okay? Physical or spiritually, tangerine quartz encourages creativity and playfulness. It is a tangerine, so very much activating of, you know, the second and third chakras, the solar and the sacral, the solar and the solar. Oh my gosh, I was gonna say sacral plexus, but that's not correct. Solar plexus and sacral. Okay, emotional is about overcoming fear. Okay, courage. Courage is fear is courage making itself known. You got the courage card, so you're really getting a boost of this courage right now to overcome the fear of not being good enough, not trusting your gifts, not trusting your intuitive voice, not trusting your own truth. Okay, physically it helps stimulate, you know, the sexual energies, the sexual energetic system. So it's a really good time to, you know, if you have a partner or you have somebody that you're, you know, playful with in a healthy way, you know, experimenting with pleasure with your partner would be really beneficial for you at this time. And I don't necessarily just mean sexually. That's, you know, that's nice, but true pleasure is about engaging all of the senses, okay? And then if you reach, you know, orgasm together in sexual union, that ought to be the prize, the pinnacle, reaching the mountain, right? But there's a journey to get to the top of the mountain, and that journey is about engaging those pleasure senses. So either with yourself and or you know, a partner or a lover or companion that you have would be really beneficial for you at this time to really support that courage that's, you know, bubbling up and rising within you to help you find greater balance and harmony with your own feminine energy. Okay, affirmation 3 times. Are we ready? Hand on heart, hand on belly. Here we go. I approach my life with playfulness, curiosity, creativity, passion, humor, and joyful enthusiasm. Affirmation. I approach my life with playfulness, curiosity, creativity, passion, humor, and joyful enthusiasm. I approach my life with playfulness, curiosity, creativity, passion, humor, and joyful enthusiasm. Amazing. Let's look at final messages from the Oracle book for Divine Guardian. Okay. Divine Guardian, you are venturing through a time of significant spiritual growth and healing, okay? There we go, clearing more energy. There are many changes occurring internally, and they will be reflected in your external world soon. Trust that you are protected during this time by the love and strength of the winged Mother Lady Isis. Relax and allow the transformation to happen. Yes, this is a big spiritual growth that can bring difficult changes, but recognize that through these challenges you gain wisdom, power, awareness, and break free of fears and restrictions that keep you from a life that is truly extraordinary and inspirational. Let your divine guardian and the love of the divine cosmic mother and earth mother protect you now as you learn to let go and trust in your own unfolding for the greater good. Okay, and now we have the prayer to awaken and integrate that courage and that feeling of safety and trust through your journey of deepening alignment and integration of your own divine essence. Okay, are you ready? Hand on heart, hand on belly. Here we go. Winged mother, guardian of light, surround me with your protective might. Only love and light enter this field, or the scarab sword you shall yield. Driving away darkness with endless light, bringing peace to every day and to every night. And so it is, and so it is, and so it is, and it is done. Beautiful. Well, that was your reading, Taurus. Thank you so much for being here. I send you love and blessings. And now we are going to move into the energy of Gemini. We are in Gemini season right now. Oh, this card came out, Four of Wands. So let's see if that comes out again. Okay. Whew. I've drank like 2 mason jars full of water since I started recording. I don't know how long I've been recording. This doesn't really tell me. Okay, so Gemini, what is the overall energy for you with this full moon in Sagittarius, please? One card. Oh, 2 cards came out. Knight of Cups and 5 of Swords. And it came out like this. So I'm going to take them because they fell out and they feel important. So for you, Gemini, and you know, of course, it's Gemini season. So 2 cards coming out. All right, we'll take it. So for you, Gemini, it's like I'm seeing that you are coming out of this cycle of feeling hopeless, feeling like you can't do anything right, you know, almost like caught in between the past and the future, but not really being able to enjoy the present. And it's like you are being given this like boost of love from the cosmic verse to finally get out of this stagnation point, because 5 is between 0 and 10. 5 is the middle point of pause, reflection, evaluation in its lower octave, right? We're not talking about the Hierophant here. 5 in its lower octave is about a pause to reassess, right? It's neither here nor there, but the 5 of Swords is a card of feeling a little deflated and a little defeated, right? But the Knight of Cups is also here, which means that you have the ability to choose. Are you going to keep it like this? Or are you going to see the gift of what this energy is bringing for you and say, you know what? I'm going to choose love. I'm going to choose love for myself. I'm going to accept what happened, you know, whether it was good or bad, it doesn't even matter because it's in the past. And I'm going to move forward with love and compassion for myself above all, because how we treat ourselves is how we treat others. My experience with Geminis, I have a lot of experience with Geminis. You know, Geminis can be very self-critical because they are the energy of the twins. They are the energy of duality. So they're always going through, they're always going through back and forth energy, okay? So now is an opportunity to step out of that energy of just constantly going back and forward in your mental thoughts, your beautiful, brilliant mind that can also, you know, work against you sometimes, and choose love for yourself and see that there is beauty in your duality. Let's look at what Mother Isis has to say for you, Gemini. Pyramid of Light. Step your vibration deeper into love. Oh my God. Okay. Knight of Cups and Pyramid of Love, Pyramid of Light. Oh my God. Pyramid of Light. Step your vibration deeper into love. So yes, you are literally receiving an activation within your solar plexus. And yes, I'm saying that because there's orange, but I really feel that energy and, you know, light is fire. Okay. Light is this energy right here in that solar plexus area. So it's like you're being given an activation of your solar plexus, of your energy, of your will, so you can move out of that energy of just feeling stagnant and defeated. And you're being asked to really tap into the frequency of love, Gratitude exercises are going to be super helpful for you at this time. Journaling, you know, daily gratitude, wake up and either say or write, ideally, 3 things you're grateful for, you know, give gratitude for all the experiences and choices that have brought you to this moment, because ultimately where you are in the here now is the best moment ever. It can only get better from here. This here now is the best day ever. This here now is the best moment ever. You know, you could even write that down. Today is the best day ever. This moment is the best moment ever. You know, I am worthy of love. I am lovable. The genius of my mind that sometimes trips me up is worthy of love, and I choose to love it. Okay, so let's look at what stone mineral is coming through for you, Gemini? Clear calcite, insight, clarity, manifestation, and forgiveness. Yeah, forgive yourself. If there is things that you have done to contribute to this energy, it's time to move on, okay? Mother Isis is saying it's time to just let it go. The word that I like to use is, what is the blessing? BLESSON, blessing plus lesson, okay? See the lesson, take the blessing, and keep climbing up that pyramid of light, because what is waiting for you at the end of the day is just you in full embodiment of all that you are. Remember, one of my favorite things to say is, it's all love or a calling for love. It's all love or a calling for love. This is a song that I channeled a few years ago. It's all love, it's all infinite love. It's all love or a calling for love. It's all love, it's all infinite love. Okay, so you could sing that if that helps you. Element, fire and wind. Okay, so it's about that balance of that fire within you and also the wind element that you are. Gemini is the first air sign, so it's very much the air sign of the internal. Okay, the I. It's about the mental energies of I. How do I relate to myself? How do I relate to my passions? How do I relate with life? Right? It doesn't really look at the grand picture. It's very much right here. It's the baby air. Okay, so sometimes that baby air needs a little fire to get out of the internal eye and get out into the world. So, you know, how do you balance fire and wind? With water, okay? Because if there's too much fire and then too much wind, what can help cool it down is literal water, okay? So drinking water is going to be super helpful for you at this time. Okay, spiritually, clear calcite helps with clearing energetic blocks. It helps with activating the third eye, okay? The pyramid, the third eye, and helping you with releasing the past, okay? We're releasing the past and we're choosing to move forward with love and gratitude. Bless, thank you, bye. Okay, emotionally, it is helping with releasing fear, releasing scarcity, releasing, you know, having forgiveness, okay, releasing guilt, releasing shame. It is about surrendering to the will of the divine and recognizing that you did the best that you knew how in the moment. And if you didn't do the best that you knew how, it's time to forgive yourself and move on. Physically, it'll align with that energetic release and help with releasing stagnation in the body. So you could become symptomatic. When the body becomes symptomatic, cold-like symptoms or greater, it's because there's trapped energy in the body that needs to be released. Okay, so drinking a lot of water is going to help with the release, because we are literal energy motions, and we're 80% water. Okay, and what helps the energy move is water and movement. Okay, affirmation 3 times. Are we ready? Hand on heart, hand on belly. Here we go. I see all aspects of myself and the world with ever greater clarity, and I accept all that I see. I see all aspects of myself and the world with ever greater clarity, and I accept all that I see. I see all aspects of myself and the world with ever greater clarity, and I accept all I see. Beautiful. Let's close your reading with, oh, look, I literally opened to Pyramid of the Light. Okay, so even like you got 2 cards, I literally opened to the book Psychic Protection. Okay, so Gemini, very, very powerful time for you to practice radical self-forgiveness, doing the Ho'oponopono prayer, which I appreciate, but me personally, I forgive you once is more than enough. After that, you're just groveling and sucking ass. And I don't like it. You know, if somebody says, please forgive me, I forgive myself. Once is more than enough. And after that, just fill the space with thank you, I love you, thank you, I love you, thank you, I love you. That's just my personal practice. So I don't necessarily say do Ho'oponopono because it's like, you know, because again, you know, forgiveness once, that's enough. That releases it. Because more than that, it's like, what are you trying to prove here? You know, who are you trying to convince? Okay, the oracle says, as a being growing in significant light, darker energies can become more attracted to you. There is nothing to fear and only more mastery and awareness of the power and protection of divine love to experience. Here is guidance on the skills that you have within you now to deal with any undesired interference, okay? This is about you, mental energy, swords energy, okay? This is about you getting out of that energy by your own power of will, by choosing love. Yeah, you're definitely an air sign, so if you clear, you know, using belching or burping, that's okay. All right. The Pyramid of Light confirms that the energies within you have been causing interference within your path, okay? So whatever it is that you've been holding on to, it is literally interfering with your path, with your destiny, with the direction that your life is calling you. And it is time to end that interference with love and compassion by using the power of your free will and choice. Let me repeat that, okay? It is time to end the internal interference with love and compassion, using the power of free will and choice. Okay? All right. Are we ready for the prayer now? Okay. Okay, it's a little bit of a long prayer, so get comfortable and we're going to start here, okay? Hand on heart, hand on belly. Here we go. Part 1 of this prayer, the release. As a sovereign being of light, I now claim full ownership of my energy field, and any being or entity that is draining my energy or fueling me with fear no longer has my permission to be in my energy field. You must leave, beloved. I honor you and I wish you well, but you cannot stay here anymore and you can never return. Of my own free will and through divine grace and the protection of unconditional love, this is now so, and so be it. If you need to pause the video and rewatch that and repeat that 3 times for release, I encourage you to do so. Okay, part 2. This is now to anchor this frequency of light and divine love, okay? I ask that this pyramid be held in place for the coming week or however long serves my highest good. I program it to deflect negative energies and allow negative energies to continue to leave my body, mind, and energy field. I also program this pyramid of light to allow positive energies to enter and remain in my body, mind, and energy field. Through the grace of the divine and my own free will, so be it. Beautiful. And now part 3, the activation of that divine light and love within you. Are we ready? I am love. I am light. To manage my own energy field, I have every right. Compassion, peace, and strength I am. I witness the dark with peace in my heart. In my energy, there is space only for love that is unconditional and gentle as the dove. I am unconditional love. I am unconditional love. I am unconditional love. So it is, so it is, so it is, and it is done. Mm. Woo! That was powerful, Gemini. That is the reading that I have for you. Thank you so much for being here. I send you love and blessings. And now we are going to move on to Cancer. Woo-hoo. Hi, Cancer. How you doing, little crabbies? Little baby crabs can be so adorable, but then they get big and they can get really cranky. So hopefully you're not feeling too cranky right now. All right, I'm making jokes. All right, let's look at Cancer. What's coming in for Cancer with this full moon in Sagittarius, please? What is one card energy for Cancer, please? Whoa. I feel it. Nope. Oh my gosh. There's something big here. I feel it. Okay, Cancer. Knight of Cups. Okay, so Cancer. Knight of Cups is that energy. Okay, I'm getting some interesting things for you. It's like what I'm immediately getting for you, Cancer, it's like you are receiving a boost of love from the divine at this time. It's almost like I'm getting the sense that you've kind of taken a little bit of a beating, like an emotional beating, and you're kind of like being okay, so what the visual that I'm getting for you, Cancer, it's like, you know how when somebody has a heart attack and they're just kind of like in between life and death and they need the defibrillator to like bring them back to life? That's kind of what's happened like in your heart space. It's like you have experienced some kind of shock that kind of like froze you in place. And with this full moon energy, it's like you're getting that jolt back into that loving, nurturing energy that you innately are. Okay, so let's see what Mother Isis has to say. The Lunar Queen. Okay, so yeah, the Lunar Queen is all about the reawakening of the emotional body. You know, it's about reconnecting with the feminine energy, reconnecting with the intuition, tapping into the power of love, tapping into the power of the moon, tapping into the power of the nurturer, the mother. Okay, so that's really aligning with that intuitive hit of what I was getting with your energy, Cancer. It's like something happened that just kind of hardened you and just made you, you know, kind of maybe have some walls or defenses or even what's this word that's at the tip of my tongue? Help me, Archangel Metatron. What is the word? It's like despondency. Thank you, Archangel Metatron. It's like you reach this point of kind of like despondency for life, okay? And now it's like you are coming back into yourself. It's like Cancer's back, baby. Watch me come back 10 times hotter, 10 times stronger, 10 times more loving. All of those things in the past, it can't hurt me now because it is my freaking power. Okay. All right. Let's look at what stone mineral is coming out wanting blah. Okay, that might be the energy for you, Cancer. It's like you want to like communicate and express yourself, but right now this energy is really about giving it to yourself more than giving it to the outside of you. Okay, so that's that's what I'm feeling in my throat. It's like you Cancers are naturally very giving, very nurturing, very caring. I mean, it may take you a while because you know you are in your shell, so you're very selective about who you share your love, energy, and attention into. But that can also be a shadow, because then you're over giving and you're not giving to yourself. So right now with this full moon and Sag energy, you know, at this time of this reading, or really whenever you find it, you know, it's really important to just give that to yourself more than giving outside of yourself. Okay, so let's look at what Power Stone wants to come out for you. Okay. Still bite. Clear thinking, expansion of self-sense, inner peace, inner peace. What did I say? Inner peace, giving back to self, coming back to peace. You know, Cancer's back, baby, but we're going to be a little gentle because we're just starting to rev the engine, okay? Enhancing one's dreams. Element of wind. Again, what does the wind do? It ruffles things. It, like, you know, shakes the leaves and moves the grass, and, you know, stokes the flames of the fire, and, you know, churns the water. You know, wind is about movement. So you're experiencing movement in your emotional body at this time. And that movement in your emotional body is going to help you come back. It's like you're getting that, you know, like that visual I was getting, like that defibrillator, you know, it's like that jolt back. It's like, that breath. Oh my gosh. It's like you've been underwater and you kind of forgot how to breathe for a moment. It's like, oh my gosh, that first big breath of air, you know, after holding your breath for a really long time, and that big breath of fresh air, you know, there's this big ass moon here, so it's especially significant for you, you know, this full moon, and that's really going to help you, you know, when you're able to receive breath, and that energy starts moving, that emotion, the water energy starts moving, that's when you're able to start thinking clearly, because dehydration is disassociation. If you don't have enough water moving inside of your body, you're not going to be connected to your intuition, to your thoughts, to your ideas, to your dreams, you know, and so on and so forth. Okay, so if spiritually, still bite is about moving beyond settling for what one thinks is possible and discovering one's true dreams and desires. Yeah, so that's what I was intuiting, you know, it's like you've kind of gotten stuck in this role, whatever role it might be, and now you're realizing, like, you are more than just, you know, a giver. You are also a receiver. And you are worthy of receiving and actualizing your dreams and desires, and not just giving to everyone around you. That makes you awesome and great, but it's not your identity. So emotionally, it helps you take charge of your own life by committing to the direction that first aligns with your own mind, and actualizing that to move forward, okay? Physically, it helps with calming the mind and helping find balance within the mind, okay? And okay, so affirmation, are we ready? 3 times, hand on heart, hand on belly, here we go. I expand my sense of self beyond the boundaries of the body, into my auric field and beyond, into the blissful realms of spirit. I expand my sense of self beyond the boundaries of my body, into my auric field and beyond, into the blissful realms of spirit. I expand my sense of self beyond the boundaries of the body, into my auric field and beyond, into the blissful realms of spirit. Let's close your reading, Cancer, with looking at the Lunar Queen. Okay. Lunar Queen, there is a deep feminine wisdom that recognizes the importance of cycles of rest and replenishment, giving to self, as essential balancing to our actions of power and demonstration, giving to others. You are asked to allow this replenishment for yourself now. What did I just say? Intuitively, I was getting it is now time for you to give to yourself. Trust that you are in a cycle of creation that is about to shift into a new place. Your only guidance now is to release and enjoy the process of surrender and receiving without having to control or force it. Okay? So the Lunar Queen is about the cycles of creative power and flow. It is the feminine principle of honoring and flowing with the cycles of activity and rest, of releasing force and surrendering into the perfection of what is happening right now and realizing that life is happening for you, co-creating with you. Okay, are we ready for the prayer? Hand on heart, hand on belly. Here we go. The Lunar Queen, Lady Isis, goddess of night, help me follow now to the neutral light of the shining moon in all her flow. I release force and fear. Help me to let go. Guided by the crescent moon and the power of the full moon, I am now open to receive great boon. So it is, so it is, so it is, and it is done. Beautiful. Well, that was your reading, Cancer. Thank you so much for being here. I'm sending you love and blessings. And now we're going to move into Leo. Hi, Leo. Fire. Pick up the fire. I don't know why I'm singing these like random songs when I'm saying the names of the zodiac. So I'm just, I'm in flow. So fire. Stop the fire. Okay. All right. Let's get, I'm just getting all silly now. I think there's some kind of like, I think Venus moves into Leo later this month. Does it? Yes, Venus moves out of Cancer and into Leo on the 5th. So like 2 days after this full moon. So maybe that's why I'm feeling it, because my Venus is in Leo. Okay, so fire. Let's stop the fire. All right, Leo, let's see one energy. No, this is not the card. One card for Leo, please. There we go. Page of Cups. Okay, so Page of Cups is about seeing how much love you have the ability to both give and receive. We have the ability to receive only as much as we are able to give to ourselves and to the world. So, the Page of Cups is really about, wow, I have this full cup and I have this empty cup, and they're kind of imbalanced. So let's do half and half. Or, this cup is full, but this one's empty. How can I fill this? Maybe I can fill this with, this activity, this person, maybe something outside of myself, this person's standing in water. So maybe I can scoop some of this, that has spilled over. Page of Cups is really about evaluating your emotional state of being, is what I'm getting. Okay, let's look at Mother Lady Isis and what she has to say. Mother of life, nourishment of the golden grain mother. Yeah. So that also that aligns with the energy that I was picking up. The Mother of Life card is about how do you nourish yourself? Okay, so Leo, fire. Who's got the fire? You've got the fire, baby. Okay, and it's time to give that fire back to yourself. Leo's the energy of the Leo is a very vibrant, outgoing, giving, kind of flamboyant, kind of out there, like, hey, what's up? Let's party. I'm not saying that all Leos like to party. I'm saying that their energy is very much want to give, want to share, want to expand. It's fire, it's Leo, it's the lion, it's raw, it's I want to be everywhere. But that can be very exhausting and depleting. And so, at this time, what's going to really support you is looking at how do you nourish yourself, okay? And how are you nourished by all these experiences and situations and people that you give so much of yourself to. This is just a card. This is just a moment of reevaluating and, refining and clarifying where, how, who, what nourishes you, okay? Especially emotionally. Okay, let's look at the mineral. I'm gonna need to make some tea. I'm feeling something coming down with my throat. Okay, let's look at what mineral ally is here to support you at this time. Rose quartz, love, gentleness, emotional healing, release of stress, element of water. Okay, yes, what was I saying? It's about nourishing yourself, giving to yourself water. Okay, it's like you've been putting out too much fire. Who's got the fire? Leo. Okay, Leo's got too much fire going on. And the water element is saying like, yo, you got to calm down before you burn yourself out, okay? And just like take a time out to just nourish yourself at this time. Spiritually, rose quartz is about turning back into the heart, okay? And allowing that loving frequency of the universe to bathe you in that gentleness, okay? Rose quartz emotionally is very calming for the mind, so it helps calm the fire. It just helps calm, the need to go out there and be the king of the jungle and be the center of attention. Leos are so fucking awesome, and oh my gosh, you're also in the human experience, okay? You can't just keep going, you're gonna burn out. So emotionally, the rose quartz is here to just help you release, worries or fears or anxieties around not showing up and giving enough and doing enough, because Leos are very passionate. And, I'm feeling very activated in my Leo, Venus and Leo energy, just like, whoa, I just want to give. I just want to love. I just want to like smother you with kisses and chocolate and goodies and cake. And I don't even have like milk in my fridge. Okay. So physically, the rose quartz is really good for like stabilizing and connecting the heart and the body, okay, so that you can just find greater balance within your heart and your body, so that you're not just kind of like spilling. Okay, I'm really drawn to this water that this person is standing on, and it looks like those bowls are either empty or not very full. So it's just about, just finding a greater balance with how much you give and making sure that you receive an equivalent amount. Okay, so the affirmation, are you ready? 3 times. Here we go. Hand on heart, hand on belly. I open my heart to receive and express the energy of love. I open my heart to receive and express the energy of love. I open my heart to receive and express the energy of love. Okay, let's close your reading, Leo, with final messages from the Oracle book, Mother of Life. Mother of Life, we can sometimes fall into existing and doing rather than truly living. We only know that this has happened when suddenly our life seems dry, depleted, filled with tasks, or like we are stuck in a rut or habit that may have been comfortable, but now is stifling and suppressing. Okay, so Isis, the mother of life, holds the ability to restore even the most numb, resistant, and difficult circumstances and people back into your life. She is calling you to you now. She is calling you back home to yourself so that you can receive the gifts of life that are now here for you. Be bold and brave, my dear, sweet, courageous Leos. Open your arms and receive and practice restoring, nourishing, and bringing back to life all the parts of you that are ready to receive more of you, more love, and more of life and all of its experiences. Beautiful. Okay, that really summarizes what I was intuiting. All right, we have the prayer now. Are we ready for the prayer? Here we go. Hand on heart, hand on belly. I call to the Blessed Mother of Life. Gift me with boldness, courage, and love. Help me let go of the past. Help me surrender the ways I have shrunk back from life to protect and hide parts of me that were hard to deal with. Let me know the fullness of life, love, and acceptance of myself and others. Let me just be with you without pretense or hiding. Help me grow joyfully and be myself in the world. I accept your help in unconditional love now. Life flows through me, full and unique. So it is, so it is, so it is, and it is done. All right, Leos, that is the reading that I have for you. Thank you so much for being here. I send you love and blessings. And now we move on to Virgo. What's up, Virgo? AKA me, I'm a Virgo sun. So let's see what's coming up for Virgo. Clearing my energy field. Let this message be neutral in alignment with the highest good for all Virgos receiving this message in whatever placement in their chart. There it is. 7 of Pentacles. Interesting. Okay. So Virgos, you know, what I'm getting for you is like you have been super patient and doing the work and been very diligent and very disciplined and very focused on whatever it is that you've been doing. And now you are going to start seeing where you either need to let go of certain aspects or you are going to start seeing results coming in, or both, okay? So let's look at what Mother Isis has to say, which will give us greater clarity on how this goes, because 7 is about movement, but it's very slow movement, especially in the Pentacles energy. You know, 7 of Pentacles is really the card that, excuse me, says patience. So let's see what Mother Isis has to say. Chariot of Ascension. Fuck yes, I love it. Okay, so we are seeing forward movement because 7. So the Chariot of the Ascension is the Merkaba, which is the number 6. And when the Merkaba starts moving, that's when we go into 7. And then the movement takes us into 8. 8 is flow. It is coming out of stagnation, okay? That's just, you know, the infinity symbol. Flow and down and stagnation. Flow and up and down and stagnation. Flow and up. It's just the balance and the flow of life, you know, going in that infinite loop. So Chariot of Ascension, spiritual work of the higher initiate, with the 7 of Pentacles is confirming, you know, that this is in fact, you know, you are going to finally start seeing movement in one or multiple areas of your life where you have just been like the patience of a monk is what I'm getting, okay? And here's a little fun fact about, well, me and my practices, but also about the monks, Tibetan monks specifically, because that is one of the lineages that I channel, carry, and practice. So Tibetan monks, one of the practices that the Tibetan monks do is they create these beautiful mandalas with grains, and they create these mandalas picking up one grain at a time, either using chopsticks or with their fingers, depending on the size of the grain. And it's a very It's a practice of extreme patience and breath. And the whole point of it is to cultivate the utmost devotion and presence. And I create these mandalas, and I've, in some of my coaching classes and with clients in the past and students, I've also given them this practice because it teaches diligence, it teaches patience, it teaches steady flow. So for you, Virgo, it's like you've been diligently putting in the effort, tending your seeds, cultivating your dreams, working on yourself, whatever it is, you have been consistently showing up for something or the other in your life. And now the Chariot of Ascension is here to say, you're finally going to start seeing movement. That is so freaking exciting. I received that fully for myself. Let's go and look at what stone is supporting this movement. Hooray! Hiddenite. Ooh, Hiddenite. I don't know this one, even though I've sat with this book for several years. Okay, Hiddenite. I think that's amusing that the word is Hiddenite. It's like you've been doing this work for so long that it's almost like you feel like unseen. And then this word Hiddenite here, it's just, cosmic comedy to me. So the keywords: interpersonal love, heart healing, rediscovering the joy of relationships, element of water. Okay, so connecting with the element of water is going to be helpful at this time. Water is what helps movement. Water is what lubricates the joints. So drinking lots of water, taking baths, going to the river, going to a natural soak, all of that is really going to help you connect with that energy of flow and movement. And spiritually, Hiddenite is a teacher of gratitude and abundance. Okay, it is about responding and having gratitude for this journey that you're being on. And emotionally, it helps to increase the experience of joy and bliss. And that's going to be really supportive, because when we are in the energy of gratitude, that's when life really starts moving. And it can be difficult to have gratitude when you've been putting in the work for so freaking long and you're not seeing the results. But especially right now, gratitude practices are going to be super supportive to release the attachment to the outcome or the past and to focus on the wealth, the abundance that is here now pouring in. Okay. And physically, it helps with the heart. And, once your heart, you may have felt like you've been doing this for so long. It's like, do I even bother continuing with this? So the Hiddenite is here to say that, yes, you're on the right path. Continue having gratitude and joy for the journey. You're about to shift into a new stage of that. You're about to move forward. Okay, so just continue showing up, continue putting your heart in it, and trust that this is the work of your path and timeline in this now. And it does require continued patience and diligence because you have a greater assignment than you might even realize. Okay, affirmation. Here we go. Are we ready? Hand on heart 3 times. Let's go. I am always pouring love into the world through the inexhaustible wellspring of my heart. I am always pouring love into the world through the inexhaustible wellspring of my heart. I am always pouring love into the world through the inexhaustible wellspring of my heart. Let's close your reading, Virgo, with final oracle messages from the book. Chariot of Ascension, Merkaba. Okay. Your soul wishes to travel more freely between the dimensions of higher reality. So to allow for conscious spiritual communication and free flow of light into the physical body and the joining in divine harmony of heaven and earth. There are times when the soul becomes ambitious and wishes to live its entire light in conscious oneness with all expressions of its being, including the physical body. The Merkaba is here as a chariot of ascension and soul fire to connect you with the divine purpose of your being in the here now, so you can channel the divine energy between spirit and matter to easily travel between worlds, gain greater artistic and creative ability, and strengthen your spiritual practices so that you may serve yourself well at this time to reach higher levels of your own awareness. And in doing so, on the inner plane, affect the consciousness of evolution on a greater scale. Okay. Are we ready for the prayer now? Hand on heart. Hand on belly. Here we go. Lady Isis and Serapis Bay, shining bright, support my Merkaba, build my body of light. I am in your protection now, and from harm I am free. Align me now with my inner divinity. Through my own free will as a being of light, I now allow my Merkaba to alight, arising from below and descending from above, penetrate darkness too with divine light and love. Merkaba protection, body and spirit as one. Fragmentation and disconnection are now forever undone. And so it is, and so it is, and so it is, and it is done. Woo-hoo! Yes, movement, ascension. Let's go, baby. Thank you, Virgo, for showing up today. This has been your reading. I'm so blessed to share this energy with you as a fellow Virgo. So now let us move on to Libra. Libra. I think I'm getting silly because I'm a little tired. But let's go with Libra. Okay, Libra. One card for your energy with this full moon in Sagittarius, please. Libra. Whoa, whoa. Libra, the Magician, number one. This is a brand new chapter in your life. Okay, this Jupiter conjunct North Node is also very crucial to you. Okay, and I just posted a pick a card, the three options of how the Jupiter conjunct North Node could be affecting you at this time. If that interests you, I recommend you check, and it calls you, I recommend you check it out. But the Magician showing up in your reading is telling me that you are really at the beginning of a brand new cycle and chapter in your life. Anything and everything is possible for you at this time. So let's look at what Mother Lady Isis has to say. Truth is unveiled. Holy shit. It's a big mystery. Okay, it's a big mystery. Libra, you know, I'm not getting clarity. This is very individual to you, Libra. Okay, there is something new that is happening for you, a brand new chapter, a brand new cycle. This is big, life changing energy, and you're going to receive this on a very personal, individualized level through this full moon. There's really nothing that I'm channeling other than trust what is unfolding for you is in alignment with your highest good, and receive it with love and gratitude, because this is your blessing. Okay, so let's look at what stone Mineral Ally is helping you with grounding in to receive this blessing. Eisen quartz. Woo, what the hell is Eisen quartz? Okay. Eisen quartz, vitality, creativity, optimism, playfulness, humor, eroticism, ooh, insight, self-confidence, spiritual freedom. All of that sounds great. Elements, fire, wind, and earth. All we need is water, and then we got Captain Planet. Okay, so fire, wind, and earth. Okay, so, you know, spiritually, this stone is really about your sexual energy and your creative energy, and that's really where the beginnings everything begins in sexual energy and creative energy. Okay, so this orange, yellow, reddish stone is going to really just support you with bringing whatever is, this grand mystery that's being unveiled right now. It's going to help bring that out from your sexual center up through your creativity section and your will. Okay, and then bring it up through your heart. So emotionally, this stone, this ally eisen quartz, can help with releasing stuck emotions that aren't allowing to have that energy flow. Okay, it can also help with digestion, with movement of, any kind of tightness or tension on receiving the mystery. It'll help you just clear that. So let's look at the affirmation and repeat it 3 times. Okay, are we ready? Hand on heart, let's go. I dare to plunge joyfully into the actions that further me on the path of my creative inspirations. I dare to plunge joyfully into the actions that further me on the path of my creative inspirations. I dare to plunge joyfully into the actions that further me on the path of my creative inspirations. Beautiful. I didn't really talk about the elements of fire, wind, and earth. At this time, taking inspired action is really good for you, Libra. Doing self-care, just really kind of not being so serious about what you need to get done right now, but approaching it more with the mindset of a child, and playfulness is really going to help with unlocking this mystery that's coming up from within your consciousness right now. Okay, self-care and playfulness. Okay, let's see what the oracle message has to say about truths unveiled. Truths unveiled. Okay, the revelation of Isis. There are times when appearances of people, places, and things are truly deceptive. You will sense when something feels uncomfortable and when you notice feelings of anxiety or doubt within you. You may think there is something wrong, but actually you are intuitively sensing that all is not that it appears to be at this time. Okay, so this oracle is talking about how it is wise to trust your inner feeling and not be fooled or convinced by outer appearances. Okay, you are being awakened to true perception, and this will help you see the truth so that you can take the appropriate actions to reassess your boundaries and priorities and move forward with a situation in your life that move forward with situations and relationships in your life that nurture you, encourage you, empower you, support you, and love you in your highest and fullest expression. So ultimately, you need to trust your intuition and not be distracted by illusions and pretty appearances, but trust your intuition. Okay, and that's going to show you what the true thing that is for you, independent of everyone else, is opening up for you at this time. All right, are we ready for the prayer? Here we go. Hand on heart, hand on belly. Here we go. Gift me with your vision now, Mother Lady Isis, and end the distortion or the vow that blocks the eye within my brow. I receive the knowing clear without doubt, shame, or fear. Lies and deception disappear. Revelation of Isis, come to me swift. Thank you for the sight, the truth, the gift. Confusion into clarity. I now do shift. So it is, so it is, so it is, and it is done. Woo! All right, Libra, I would love to hear from you. I want to know what's opened up for you. You know, once you intuit and feel into that, I want to know. I want to know what's going on. I'm curious. I'm a little curious. Okay, Libra, that's the reading that I have for you. Thank you so much for being here. I send you love and blessings. And now let's move into Scorpio. Hello. Hi, Scorpio. Okay, one card for the energy of Scorpio through this full moon in Sagittarius. Two of Swords came flying out. Okay, so Scorpio, okay, I'm getting a couple messages for you. So take which one feels the clearest. And then once we get the oracle, that will help, you know, refine which is the loudest message. So Scorpio, for you right now, it's a time of assessing your options. It's a time to, you know, kind of just take a moment to reflect and evaluate your choices and your options so that you can make the decision that is most in alignment with your highest good. I'm also getting the message of it's time to let your defenses down, take your blindfold off, and choose a direction, because life is not going, I mean, life is going to continue happening, but you know, in order for life to happen with and for you, you need to be co-creating with it. So it's time to just like stop overthinking and make that decision. Okay. It could also be about having to make some choices around, you know, two is really about choices. Okay, so it's very much heavy around choices at this time. But are you making these choices because you are coming from a place of wisdom or from a place of defensiveness, you know? And that's where you really need to just take a moment to pause and check in with yourself, because if you're making choices from defensiveness, you are not operating from heart-centered truth, and you are not really in alignment with your intuition. Okay, so let's see what Mother Lady Isis has to say. Scales of balance. Okay, yeah, so balance again. Two, balance, evaluation. Okay, so yes, it's about looking at what's going on in your life. Are you really balanced with, you know, all the different aspects of your life, with your giving and receiving, with your input and your output, with the direction you're going, and you know what you're doing and what you're receiving for it, and making those decisions accordingly so that you can have greater balance in your life and get out of this energy of just kind of like being defensive and almost like stuck. Okay. Ooh, okay. All right. So let's see. Scorpio. Scorpio, what is a stone of power for you at this time? Pink calcite, transparent, emotional healing, compassion, and joy. Element of fire and water. Yes, so fire is swords, water is healing, you know, so that is further confirming that you are going through a deep healing right now around wounds that maybe not necessarily wounds. I mean, there could be wounds, but it's really like you're going through this process of just finding greater compassion for yourself, for the decisions that you may have had to make to be where you are at this time of your life, over the decisions that you know that you're going to have to make, because you are not responsible for the reactions of others. The only thing you are responsible for is how you choose to conduct yourself. You can express yourself kindly. You can ask for your needs. I have this guide that I created called the ABC Check-In. It's a template for communication, so you are welcome to use this, you know, screenshot it if you need to. But basically, you know, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, A, acknowledge and appreciate where you are, how far you've come. You know, you could do this with yourself and then practice that with others. But I recommend practicing this with yourself as well. So you learn how to communicate yourself in a clear, concise, balanced way. And then, you look at your boundaries. Do your boundaries need reassessment, readjustment? Are there boundaries that are keeping you stuck? Are there boundaries that are not allowing you to move on? Are there boundaries you need to set in place so that you can feel more safe with moving forward? Clarity and concerns, clarify, what it is that's going on within your life. And, look at those concerns from a place of love and compassion rather than, I should know better. Okay, get rid of that word should. It's very destructive. Desires, what is it that you're actually wanting? More balance, more success, more love, more connection, more fresh fruit. Doesn't matter, whatever it is. What are your desires? And then look at your emotions around it. Are you being defensive or are you being wise? Any final thoughts around, all of this that you're looking at right now? And then again, coming back to gratitude. Having gratitude for yourself, for all that you have experienced, all the choices you've made, just having forgiveness if you haven't necessarily made the best choice and you realize that now, recognize you did make the best choice in that moment to your best ability, and then give yourself a nice gentle hug, and the cycle begins again. So pink calcite, spiritually, it helps with clearing emotional patterns, and it cleanses and stimulates the heart. Emotionally, it helps you reconnect with heart-centered truth so that you can shift out of this defensive energy into more heart-aligned action. Physically, again, it helps with connecting, the heart and the body. You have fire and water, so it's about really connecting your willpower, your courage, your confidence, your self-esteem with your heart-centered truth, with your desires and your passions. Okay, so let's look at the affirmation. Scorpio, 3 times. Are we ready? Hand on heart, hand on belly. Let's go. My emotional body is healed and whole, and I extend the grace of my heart's compassion to myself and all beings. My emotional body is healed and whole, and I extend the grace of my heart's compassion to myself and all beings. My emotional body is healed and whole, and I extend the grace of my heart's compassion to myself and all beings. Now let's look at the Oracle book, Scorpio, and see any final messages from Lady Mother Isis. Scales of balance. Okay. You are on the path of divine healing of the masculine and feminine energies, the 2 sacred polarities that are universal to the human experience. Again, 2 is about union, balance, harmony, decisions, choices. So regardless of the body that you occupy, we all have masculine and feminine energies. As these energies come into mutual respect and balance, you attain greater power, presence, and healing effect in the world of the soul and in the human world of forms here on the earth. Okay? You are supported in further exploring this path of divine union within your consciousness now, and recognize that this divine union within you is a genuine enlightenment of the mind and body, and the body becomes a living sacred temple of light, of light, energy, and wild aliveness that is experienced in movement, stillness, vitality, and quietness. Okay, are we ready for the prayer? Hand on heart, hand on belly. Here we go. The scales are balanced with perfection, feminine and masculine in divine connection. Surrender and strength, body and soul, together are loved, united, and whole. I know when to act and when to rest. Scales of balance allow harmony to vest. Deep within, I am now at peace. As imbalance, I effortlessly now release. I feel balance, wholeness, and vitality as I balance and heal my divine humanity. And so it is, and so it is, and so it is, and it is done. Beautiful. Thank you so much, Scorpio, for being here. It has been a pleasure channeling your energy. I send you love and blessings. And now, certainly last, Last and certainly not least, we are going to check for Ophiuchus. Now, I read with the 13 lunar cycle of energies. I don't know if there's any like program out there that can help, pull up your chart based on a 13 lunar cycle. I am working on an oracle deck right now. I'm not sure when it's going to come out, but it's very close to completion. And I work with all 13 cycles. So, take the energy of Ophiuchus. If you don't follow the 13 cycles, it's just like a bonus message, okay? So for the energy of Ophiuchus, okay, what is the energy for Ophiuchus with this full moon in Sag? The Hermit, 9. Okay, so very much an internal, introspective energy, seeing the wisdom of your life experiences, seeing how much knowledge you have. Okay, Mother Lady Isis, please, one message for Ophiuchus. Divine Guardian, protection of the winged mother. Okay, so this came out in another reading. I know which one. I'm not going to say which one it is. So if you find yourself receiving this message as a bonus message and you got that and you are the sign, or you chose to watch that sign in whatever aspect it relates to your chart, what I'm getting for you, Ophiuchus, as Ophiuchus, or if you are choosing to receive this as a bonus message, nurturing yourself at this time is extremely, extremely, extremely important, okay? Because you are going through a deep healing and integration of the many aspects of you, and the Divine Guardian Mother is here to say that you are going through a deep integration of all that you are, and you are protected through this process. Let's look at what stone is here to support you at this time. Stibnite. Attunement with new frequencies, transformation, new perspectives, prosperity, enhancement of personal power, element of earth. So yes, that's exactly what I was intuiting. You are literally integrating all of these aspects of yourself in the physical body, and that enhances your own personal power, because when you assemble all the pieces, you see the bigger picture. Okay, so spiritually, it is a stone that helps incorporate all aspects of you in the physical body. Emotionally, Stibnite is about releasing fears of spirituality, of higher consciousness, of greater awareness, and it helps release debris from the emotional body so you can integrate more of this high frequency energy and grounding in the body. Again, physically, it helps with grounding into the body and helping with getting rid of infection in the body, even if it's in the energetic body. Okay, so let's read the affirmation 3 times for Ophiuchus and or as your bonus message. Are we ready? Hand on heart, hand on belly. Here we go. I harmonize myself with the new energies of the earth. I pledge myself to work for the emergence of the light, and I call forth the magnificence of all that I truly am. I harmonize myself with the new energies of the earth. I pledge myself to work for the emergence of the light, and I call forth the magnificence of all that I truly am. I harmonize myself with the new energies of the earth. I pledge myself to work for the emergence of the light, and I call forth the magnificence of all that I truly am. So it is. Let's close your reading, Ophiuchus, or bonus message with final messages from the Oracle book. Divine Guardian, you are venturing through a time of significant spiritual growth and healing. There are many changes occurring internally, and they will be reflected in your external world soon. You are protected during these times by the love and the strength of the winged mother, Lady Isis. Relax and allow this transformation to occur. Yes, sometimes embracing something completely unfamiliar may be uncomfortable, and you may fear losing love, support, safety, or friendship as you venture into a new life. Yet trust that you are in alignment with the unfolding of your highest potential and possibility. So let your divine guardian protect you now as you learn to let go and trust in your own unfolding and embodiment of your highest you for the greatest good. Okay, are we ready for the prayer? All right, hand on heart, hand on belly, here we go. Winged Mother, guardian of light, surround me with your protective might. Only love and light enter this field, or the scarab sword you shall yield, driving away darkness with endless light, bringing peace to every day and to every night. And so it is, and so it is, and so it is, and it is done. Well, that was your reading, Ophiuchus, and or for bonus. And that concludes this reading for the all 12, 13 signs of the zodiacal wheel. It has been an absolute pleasure to read and to channel for you today. Again, I am Drasmin, and this is Dragom Oracle. If you are new to the channel and you made it to the end and you decided to watch everything, thank you so much. I deeply appreciate your presence. If you are not a subscriber, I invite you to subscribe. It really helps with the expansion of my work, and it also helps me tap into your frequency so I can get even more concise messages that are in the frequency of those who are subscribed to my channel. If this message has resonated with you and you would like to support, you're welcome to hit like. You're welcome to comment down below, donate if if your soul feels extra generous. All of the information about me and my offerings and all the good things are in the description below. Whoa, hello, I didn't mean to make it dark there. And yeah, so that is all that I have for you. I send you all so much love and blessings through this very beautiful Sagittarius full moon opening the month of June. And until we meet again, I send you love and blessings, and I shall see you all in another video. Blessings.